Welcome back to the show, everyone. In the last episode, we got some fruit with Machiko, and now we're having breakfast with the ladies.
What about your life? Are you a defender of your village? You said something about judo before. What's that?
You mean judo? Well, in my world, people go to this place called school. It's basically a place of knowledge where you learn a lot of things before you're considered an adult in our society. But in my world, the defenders are known as the police. They keep things peaceful and such. I'm just a student. I guess you could say that I'm studying to become a defender, not just of my village, but of my whole country. It was a bit exaggerated, but it felt kind of nice to call myself a defender.
That sounds weird. Is the police like the army or something? Defending the whole nation? Your world is very strange, Taka-kun.
I wouldn't call it strange, Machiko-san. It's this world that's weird, but no, the police is like the guards in the village. We do have an actual army that defends the country, though.
Either way, your world sounds like fun, especially if everyone's like you. Anyway, Oh no, dang it, these oranges all have worms in them. Ew, 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 ew. Oni-sama, did you forget to check them again? Oh, how terrible. I must have been overcome with fatigue and never gotten around to checking them properly. Buh, big ol' lazy meanie. I'll just have to go and get some apples instead.
As Machiko went outside to grab some apples, my eyes drifted toward Machiko, who was observing me with a content smile, clearly pleased with something.
It's such a relief to see her in such a good mood. It has been a tough few months, I must admit. She has been upset that her magical skills have not been progressing as fast as they once did.
We all have our ups and downs, especially when it comes to studying. I still remember how I used to dread exams, so little time for my judo. It made me rather sad at times.
That does sound rather stressful. Tell me, Taka-kun, what is it that you study? I'm intrigued by this school notion.
Well, my situation's a bit different from most. While I go to school like everyone else, I actually aim to become an athlete. To explain it in a way you'd understand, an athlete is someone who practices a certain sport, and those who are among the best end up representing their country. I have an upcoming tournament that will decide whether or not I will be able to represent my country in judo.
I think I understand. Your focus is on your strength while still gathering knowledge to allow yourself a multitude of options. An interesting method. I should thank you.
I guess you could say it like that, but why thank me?
I believe that your sudden appearance in our world has had a lot to do with Maiko's newfound joy. I can hear her singing, something I have not heard in weeks. It warms my heart to see her so overjoyed, and I believe it's because of you. Thank you, Taka-kun.
I doubt that's the only reason, but you're welcome. I smiled bashfully at Machiko before continuing. Then again, I should also thank you busting my rear out of jail. I don't want to think about what I would have been doing if I was still in the care of the tsundere tyrant.
You're most welcome. But please, do not be so hard on Mio-chan. There are many things here beyond her control. But perhaps it's out of our hands for now. I still wish to thank you, Taka-kun. I have been wondering how I might repay you for bringing such joy to Maiko-chan.
Repay me? For a moment, my thoughts drifted toward a certain idea, but my cheeks quickly turned scarlet red at the thought. I couldn't ask something like that of her. I'm not sure I have anything in mind. I think your smile is enough.
You are a true gentleman, Taka-kun. It's the shame, though. I was thinking of such naughty things, too.
The fox spirit giggled to herself as she turned toward the garden, watching Machiko struggle to descend from one of the trees with an armful of apples.
Maiko-chan, there are only 3 of us. Your belly does not count for a 4th person.
Speaking of a 4th person, it sounded like you two used to talk a lot with the spirit at the shrine. Why do you get so nervous whenever the Suyuri's involved?
That's not important. Oh, is that a giant bird carrying the seed of the world tree? Maybe it is. I should go in.
Siri Dono, thank you for visiting us today. Machiko-chan is right over there.
Sayori, no, I'm sorry. I've just been terribly busy. Please forgive me, Sayori-sama.
Whoa, to think that you'd get that flustered. Is she that amazing of a person?
You don't understand. It's complicated. There are certain skills that I, as a fox spirit, possess. A subtle way of talking or acting that influence how people perceive me. They are, I suppose they would be considered social skills, but for spirits, Sayuri is capable of completely negating these, and it leaves me feeling rather nervous and helpless.
I see. So basically she's immune to your flirting and connecting the dots in my mind. I planted the palm of my hand against my forehead. Now I get it. You are afraid of approaching her because the Sayuri is a bigger flirt than you. But if she's flirting with you... Oh, I see. You swing that way. For some reason, I suddenly felt rather disappointed.
That's not true! Well, maybe. I mean, she has an overpowering presence, and it does not allow me to properly, do my thing. I'm not sure what you mean by swinging, however.
It means that you, like girls?
Oh, really? Well, how about we forget all about Sayuri for now, and I show you exactly which way I do swing, Taka-kun.
That won't be necessary. But, she must be quite a challenge to deal... But she must be quite a challenge to deal with, considering. I briefly lowered my voice to a whisper. You're already a handful to deal with once you start your teasing.
You are perhaps less the gentleman I thought you to be, Taka-kun.
What am I, then?
A lovable rogue, perhaps? Or maybe you see yourself as more of a hero type?
Of course I'm a hero. A perverted one, but a hero nonetheless.
One-sama, Taka-ni!
Welcome back, Mayoko-chan. How did the hunt for the golden apple go?
No golden ones, but I got a load of good ones. Even one that's shaped like a heart. You can have that one, Taka-ni.
An apple shaped like a heart? Interesting. Does this mean you're confessing your love to me by giving me this?
Maybe I am.
I seriously think Ichikawa would kill me if... Oh, yeah, I forgot who Ichikawa was. I seriously think Ichikawa would kill me if he saw me in my current situation. Why, thank you, fair lady. I shall savor every moment of its sweet flavor.
Machiko, how could you betray your love of me, your one and only sister? Did our time together mean nothing? Oh my. But I love you too, Oni-sama. I found a super big apple for you.
Polygamy at its... Polygamy at its finest.
Well, we better hurry up. We're going to see Su-chan. Wait, what? I thought we would at least need to ask for her permission and wait until she grew bored enough to reply. I know, but when I was picking apples, I found one of her tiny familiars. She said she wanted to see us today. Oh, poopy.
Adorable. I can't handle their whole character thing. Following the directions Mayako had received, we set off from the mansion. The three of us made our way through the forest, somehow managing to stay en route with the help of the familiar. It didn't take us long before we arrived at the place where Machiko had fallen into the river. They say that a cautious fox is worth two, so we made it past the river without further ado. Oh god, go away. So, according to these familiars, the shrine is supposed to be up ahead? My gaze had fallen upon a series of steps that went up the hill from the dirt path, a gate standing at the top.
Oh no, what could she want from us? She never summons us. She always bumps into us by chance. Why has she called for us, I wonder? You're so silly. I'm sure it's nothing to be worried about. Maybe she's found a way to stop my headaches.
Now that would be truly wonderful, but it is no use guessing. With a stride of confidence in my steps, I swiftly climbed the stairs, the girls quickly following in my wake. One was mimicking my own bold steps, while the other followed with small, slow paces.
Come on, Oni-sama, why don't we make a game of it? To take your mind off it. We could play Hop Along Dandy. Hop ha! Maiko-chan.
The spunky girl hopped past me, giving out commands that the older girl seemed to be following. They both moved one step at a time, either hopping, stepping, or jumping to the next step. When one fumbled, the other took another step, and the command then switched to the other girl. The panic that had almost set in had seemingly vanished as Machiko continued the silly little game with her sister. The two soon reached the top of the steps, and a voice I could have sworn I had heard somewhere before resounded in the air.
How adorable. Machiko-chan hasn't changed a bit in all those years, still hopping around on my doorstep like a bunny. Eep!
At the sound of the voice, Machiko let out a cry of surprise, her body trembling slightly as its owner revealed herself. The one responsible for Machiko's reaction seemed to be a familiar figure that hopped off the gate with ease and landed gracefully before us, her tail sweeping back and forth through the air.
And Machi-tan, I'm so delighted to see you again. It's been a while since we last played. Have you been well? Hi, Su-chan. We're playing a really fun game just now. Hello, Suyuri-sama. We are doing well, thank you. It did look like a very cute game. Then again, it might have been because two really cute girls were playing it. Still, I'm surprised you didn't join them, human. Couldn't keep up with their steps?
I was more interested in meeting you than playing some game.
How unfortunate. To ignore the appeal that games hold. It isn't healthy to always look upon life with such a serious and worrisome attitude. Isn't that right, dear Machi-chan? That's not fair, Su-chan. Takani didn't know the rules, and it wouldn't be fair to bring someone in halfway. If he learns how to play, I'm sure he'll join in next time. It's not, healthy?
The girl took a deep breath and closed her eyes, composing herself.
Maiko's right. Taka-kun has yet to learn the game. It's not his fault. I'm just teasing him, dearest. There's no need to get so worked up. But I'm glad that you're all here. One thing that surprises me, however... What is it? The fact that your precious Taka-kun is here with you. Doesn't it strike you both as odd, a human like him being so friendly with spirits? The last time I recall such a thing was when Machi-tan was but a toddler. This has me curious. Why is he here with you rather than someone of his own kind? That's the guards from the village. They arrested him because of our actions. He helped us escape and was arrested instead. We rescued him and allowed him to stay with us. It's fine, I swear. He's just a nice human. He seems to be, not from around here, though. You need not take offense, my dear. I simply find it rather fascinating to see a human defend a spirit. I'm well aware that he's not from the village. I take little interest in the closed-minded humans of this realm, so your assumptions are So your assumptions are correct. The boy is not a being of this world. And yet, he might end up playing an important role whether he likes it or not.
I already told Mayoko-chan and Machiko-san this before, but it doesn't matter to me whether they're spirits or not. I like this place. But that said, I'd still like to get back to my own world. I have an important tournament to prepare for.
Ah, right, your upcoming battle. Let's take this discussion inside, shall we? We'll await your return, Taka-kun.
It seemed like the sisters could no longer accompany me. Feeling nervous, my steps grew a bit hesitant as I followed the spirit inside. But we'll follow her inside in the next episode.
I'd like to follow her inside.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you tomorrow for another episode. And yes, if you're looking at the timer, this one was a bit short. Deal with it.
Deal with it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Not quite. Hang on. Wait. Now we're only a minute short.